Meeting at the White House happening today. Democratic leaders Chuck Schumer, Nancy Pelosi will be sitting down with President Trump in the Oval Office. On the agenda, the battle over funding the border wall. Here's Kellyanne Conway last hour.
Border security is national security. The president's first and primary duty is to keep the American citizenry safe, and he's trying to do that here. The Democrats have a central question in front of them, Bill. Do they want to keep the government open, or do they want to keep the borders open?
Doug McKelway is live at the White House with reaction to all of this. Doug, what are the prospects for averting a government shutdown?
Well, Senator, the best hope for averting a government shutdown is that neither side wants to take the blame for a government shutdown. And this one would hurt really, really hard, coming as it would on December 21st, just 4 days before Christmas. That said, there is no indication at this point that compromise is at hand. Take, for example, what Nancy Pelosi said on Thursday when asked if she would agree to some degree of wall funding in exchange for a solution on DACA. She replied with just one word: no. That, while the president has been very busy on Twitter this morning, seemingly preparing for no deal. Quote, people do not yet realize how much of the wall, including really effective renovation, has already been built. If the Democrats do not give us the votes to secure our country, the military will build the remaining sections of the wall. They know how important it is. But our Capitol Hill producer Chad Pergram reminds us that spending authority resides with the legislative branch, not with the executive branch, so the president cannot make that decision to have the military fund the wall willy-nilly. It has to be up to Congress. So we have a lot of pre-posturing about who's going to take the blame. Here's Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer.
President Trump wants to throw a temper tantrum and shut down the government over Christmas, over the wall. That's his decision.
But Kellyanne Conway points to a lot of Democratic hypocrisy on this issue, noting how many Democrats voted for the Secure Fences Act way back in the year 2006.
12 short years ago, Senator Chuck Schumer, Senator Hillary Clinton, Senator Joe Biden, Senator Barack Obama. When politics weren't involved and national security and border security were on their minds, they did the right thing, and we hope they'll do the right thing here.
The Democrats have repeatedly made the case that Republicans control both houses of Congress as well as the White House, and if they can't get this done, they have nobody to blame but themselves. But as Steve Scalise notes, the Democrats face their own internal divisions.
They said they don't want to do anything because the extreme left doesn't want to do anything because they want open borders. That's the dilemma where Nancy Pelosi is right now.
So today's meeting between President Trump, Nancy Pelosi, and Chuck Schumer set for 11:30 this morning. Sandra?
So what side holds the strongest hand in all these negotiations happening today?
Well, you know, historically, it is Republicans who seem to always take the blame for government shutdowns, that because of the Democrats placing blame in addition to their media allies. But there was one previous shutdown during the Trump administration. It was very short-lived, occurred, as you might recall, early last February. Given the fact that the president has been just adamant about building this wall, one of his chief campaign promises, and he has stuck to it, and he likes to keep to those campaign promises, you got to wonder whether or not he wants to go to the mat on this one. Sandra?